Now then, hobbyists. I remember the first environmental causes that I heard about when I was younger. The main one was don't be a litter lout, as general litter was an issue, so much so ring pulls were changed worldwide. A few designs were thrown around, no pun intended, until they finally came up with the design that is on the cans now, but back then the streets were paved with them. The other cause around this time I became aware of was banning CFCs, mainly because they discovered that there was an ozone layer, but they also then discovered it had a hole in it and greenhouse gases were to blame. Products that use CFC gases were being phased out. I recall some hairspray came in a pump activated bottle. I think this was the final nail in the coffin for the big hair trend, so it wasn't all bad. I do find it worrying how the planet has been around for about 4.5 billion years, but on slow news days, we are 1 minute to midnight. It reminds me of the theory on how Hanna-Barbera classics, the Flintstones and the Jetsons were actually set in the same time period. Mankind had mined the planet for all the primary resources, and realising it was a dead planet, all the brightest and richest fled to space to explore or exploit the galaxy, depending on how you view it. Meanwhile, on Earth, society had fell, and it became more like the Stone Age because of the toxicity, and animals were mutated to look more like dinosaurs. This is why the Flintstones appear to have a more modernised vibe to the Stone Age lifestyle and how creatures could talk. We all remember Fred Flintstone at the end of his workday sliding down a brontosaurus, which was their version of heavy plant machinery. I guess it's a concept to have a mull over. For now, we have machinery to help us, especially when it's for hard labour style work. The chief engineer has a black metal dump truck, which works harder than most of the vehicles that we have, as it's used as our camera car. The chief engineer designed a really good camera rig for it, and the chassis, the GF01, is so versatile and keeps up with what we need it to. In this video, we're going to give it a day off and let it have a run around. Being a dump truck, this is the environment that suits it best. Let's see what the Tamiya black metal dump truck on the GF01 chassis can yabba dabba do. I do think this model is very underrated, and the chassis is up there with the best. Obviously though, not all things go to plan, so it's outtake time. So you don't miss out on further videos and similar nonsense, please like, feel free to comment, definitely subscribe, and press that bell-shaped thingy to be woken up at all hours for further content. But for now, that's your lot.